match.
Hello everybody and welcome into Off the Boards. This is episode 9. I'm one of your hosts, Josh. Over there in the corner is Ryan. Down below me is Ethan. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
That's good. So we've got a little bit of news we're going to go through this week. I'm going to let Ryan lead today, so Ryan, take it away.
Alright. Well, obviously this week, the big news is the Blackhawks scandal in Kyle Beach. What we know is that Kyle Beach was a player for the Black Aces and the Chicago Blackhawks in 2010. Got called up, was practicing with the team, at which point Brad Aldrich, the video coach at the time, began sexually abusing him. This has all come to light in the last week or so, in the last few months. Last week we touched on it briefly, just getting the first report. Now we've finally got a little bit more into it. Am I still there? I think so.
I got
with
you.
both Joel Quenneville. Good, okay. Yeah, Gary Bettman with Joel Quenneville and Kevin Cheveldayoff now, as they were both with the Hawks organization at the time. They were the two people we didn't know what was going to happen with them last week. Now we do know. Joel Quenneville has resigned from the Panthers. He's no longer the coach. Whereas Kevin Cheveldayoff is remaining as the Jets GM. Some people are a little upset about this, understandably so, though there is worth mentioning. Cheveldayoff was the lowest ranking member in that meeting at the time. He was the only one to report himself having been in the meeting. Nobody else remembered to be, which, to me, from 11 years ago, I'm not entirely surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's actually another piece of news that I haven't read yet. He said he became aware that Beach had been sexually assaulted in that meeting. He hadn't really known. He was pulled into the meeting. He assumed, I guess, that everything would be addressed by the team and his higher ups in his boss. 3 weeks later, Aldrich was fired. He assumed he would take care of it properly. Didn't ask any follow-up questions. He still knew and didn't say anything, but we will talk more about what I think about that later. We'll talk about Tortorell's comments just a little bit here. Another person that knew, Don Fair, the executive of the NHLPA at the time, and to this day still is. He knew about the abuse, did nothing. Players have been fairly upset about this. There was a meeting with the NHLPA today where lots of player reps were mentioned that they were not happy with how everything had been handled. Don Fair has recommended that the union hire an outside counsel to independently investigate the NHLPA's role in all this. Similar to what the Blackhawks did with their involvement.
I don't know specifically if that's what was talked about today, but I know that Bettman did come out and say this should be a warning to all of the teams.
Bettman has been calling for culture change, looking for other teams to be more vigilant and be more forthcoming.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you really going to say, though?
No, yeah, exactly.
As for the NHLPA call, there were 80 players in the call. Presumably, most of them were NHLPA reps from the teams, player reps. Adam Lowry and Bo Horvat spoke what was discussed. They mentioned that most of them weren't in the NHL at the time. It's 11 years ago. A lot of guys have moved on. You don't see a lot of older guys be this NHLPA reps.
Yeah.
Though I don't have the exact list, of course. Though it is actually available. Just reading it now. Actually, sorry.
Oh, so good.
They want to take an internal look at the union and see what they need to do better, what processes need to change, things like that. Horvat added that's unacceptable. That it's the NHL's job to protect players that work for us and to have that investigation, make sure that we do the right things from here on out. Players were awful what happened. We just want to make sure that doesn't. So good news from the NHLPA. They're looking into it. Don Fair, of course, still the executive director. We'll see. Hopefully, I think an independent investigation will probably be for the best. So let's see. Mike's not excited, but interested to see where that'll go. Yeah. Moving on to Tortorella. Tortorella had a take on this, which kind of leads me to I want to take this take as well. I think it's a good one, especially in regards to guys like Quinville and Shovel Day Off and everybody that was in that meeting. He asked, if this was your 20-year-old kid, would your decision have been different? And he wanted to say that it's crazy to him that one man could step up in that meeting and say, hey, this is wrong. Something needs to happen. All it takes is for one guy to step up, stand up, walk down the hallway, and walk Aldrich out the door.
That is the best statement that we've had so far.
Yeah, definitely a very good statement. And honestly, I'm not surprised. John Tortorella, hate him or love him behind the bench, I have no doubt in my mind that he will protect his players to the end.
Yeah.
Guys that are willing to work for him, he will protect them till no end. Got absolute faith in that. The other thing to mention, the NHL did fine the Blackhawks $2 million for their cover up of this. Probably should be a lot more. In 2010, the NHL fined New Jersey Devils $3 million and draft picks for salary caps, as you mentioned, which, for the record, wasn't against the rules at the time. Wasn't even against the rules. It's just they were using a loophole. Like contact to the extreme though. But still, $3 million for circulating the cap, $2 million for covering up one of the biggest scandals in hockey history.
That's actually fair. Obviously. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Obviously it's a really hard topic to discuss for I'm sure for a lot of people, but here at I speak for Josh and Ryan when I say this, but here at Off Boards we we're here. It's a hard topic for sure, and it's super unfortunate, and we're in all support for Kyle Beach and John Doe number 2. It really is unfortunate.
Terrible situation.
It's hard, it's hard to talk about and discuss stuff like this, and it's always hard to say. You don't want to say the wrong thing, but in this case, the only way you could be wrong is if you were supporting the people who created this situation.
Yeah.
And by that I mean, what's the trainer's name, Ryan? I forget off the top of my head. Sorry.
Aldrich was the perpetrator.
Yeah, Aldrich.
And then,
of course,
he was the video coach at the time.
Yeah, you cannot support that, guys. So if everyone here at Off the Boards, we all stand with those victims.
Yeah.
So
they are it's incredibly courageous and do come out and say what had happened.
Yeah.
And I hope this leads to more people coming out and telling their stories.
Because the sad part is, as much as I personally and all of us here at Off the Boards, we don't want this situation this stuff to continue to happen, but it has already happened. We know there's probably multiple situations and stuff like this happening, and people are just too afraid to talk about it. And hopefully, now that it's Rick Westhead, right? That's the guy, or am I thinking?
Yeah, Rick Westhead has been the investigative journalist that's been covering all of this.
Yeah.
And just quickly, I want to say props to him. This has been
Absolutely
incredible work for
There
him.
was even the PHF put out a great statement on him today for his investigation in journalism into that whole thing. But just, you know, I hope that what was I forget what the victim's name was off the top of my head. Who was John Doe number 1?
Cal Beach.
Cal Beach. I believe and I hope that Kyle Beach supports more people to come out, and that's just, you know, that inspires them to be able to tell their story, because we know that stuff like this happens and probably still continues to happen. It's really unfortunate.
Actually, there was we've already seen one source come out in I think it was Junior League that Chicago area youth hockey coach had done similar thing to Aldrich, and someone came forward after Kyle Beach's interview. So we're already seeing some people follow his example. So it's great to see.
I'm glad.
Yeah. It's also worth mentioning. Just a couple more points I want to mention. Kane and Taze, they made some this came out. Taze was the captain at the time. Patrick Kane actually didn't work better at the time, but still a very prominent member of the team.
Duncan Keith was also an assistant captain on that team.
Duncan Keith and Patrick Sharp were the alternate captains. Keith has said he did not know about it. Patrick Kane said wasn't really sure what was happening. I find that really hard to believe. Yeah, I can't believe them. I don't want to call them out and say that they're lying, but from like what we have heard about the situation, the name calling on the ice and everything else, they had to know something, because there's no way they were that oblivious to that whole situation. Something happened, they knew about it, and they not necessarily helped cover it up, but it's just as bad, because if they knew what was going on and they didn't say anything, then like that's just that's tough. And these guys are worried that they're going to lose their careers, but they should come out, own up to your mistakes, be a man. Quinville stepped down. Quinville was in a great situation. Do you think he wanted to step down? Fuck no, but he realized his mistake and stepped down. Yeah. Be a man. Own up. He's actually had his comments came out in support of Stan Bowman and I believe he's the CEO at the time. Mm-hmm. Said, make any arguments you want. They are not taking stuff out. Pretty glaring statement from the captain. Patrick Kane also came out in support of them at the time, but he has since said, and the exact quote is, I feel bad, but the last time I talked, but a lot of personal experience with management, but of the way Kyle Beach was treated by them, takes incredible courage and pride for him to come forward. We're all thinking about him. So, actually, not bad statement from Patrick Kane, especially.
No,
it's just previously coming out in sport, but
it's just the one statement he made, it's just the statement he made like a month ago, where he's like, no, can't be, couldn't have happened. Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Like,
with everything we've known now, the only other thing we know that I'm going to bring up about this, though, is Brad Aldrich. His name is going to be removed from the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that was confirmed?
Blackhawks owner Rocky Wirtz relayed to Lane McDonald, chairman of the Hockey Hall of Fame, asking for the name to be removed, and they agreed that was probably the best.
I agree that is the most prideful trophy, at least in our sports, the number one trophy in hockey, and that name would just disgrace the entire fucking thing, being on that trophy. He doesn't deserve to be on that trophy.
No, he doesn't.
No.
So that's way to bring up about it. Obviously the story is still developing. Cal Beach has said that this is just beginning. So we will, as updates come out, we will let you know. But yeah, just again, full support for Cal Beach. Absolutely courageous, and still glad he was able to come out and tell his story. So
very inspirational.
Absolutely. All right.
You want to go?
So you guys want to move on to something a little more upbeat?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So do I.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, take it.
You're doing the Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs have won their last 2 games. Okay.
Yep.
And also re-signed Morgan Riley to a contract that wasn't garbage. Like, surprisingly enough.
Team-friendly contract.
Yeah. Not only is it team-friendly, it doesn't shoot us in the foot. Like, it's great. Like, I didn't know Kyle Dubas could sign. Like, is that legal for Kyle to sign non-bad contracts?
I didn't think it was.
I didn't think he was either. I didn't think he...
Been betting.
Dude, I didn't think he knew what a contract under $10 million looked like. I didn't know he could write that low. Like, I didn't know he knew what that number was. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, man, did he lead off 0 or something?
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
the contract, for the record, 8 years, $7.5 million.
He has a no move clause until years 7 and 8. Then it becomes a modified no move clause.
Yeah, which is a 10-team no trade list.
Yes. Very excellent contract, actually, but what it opens up is I do believe that now this gives the Leafs either one of two things is going to happen here. Before the trade deadline, the Leafs are going to move one of the big 3, or in the summer this year, we're going to see one of them go, and the only one that doesn't have a no move clause, I'm pretty sure, is Nylander, I think. I think it's Nylander's the only one that's...
Matthews and Marner, neither of them have...
Oh, it's probably going to be Marner.
Neither does Nylander.
Yeah.
Neither does Nylander.
It's probably going to be Marner, though, because they're not going to move Matthews. That'd be stupid, and they can't move Tavares because of his no-move clause. But this is great. I was a firm believer. You guys can go back and listen to the first few episodes. I was a firm believer in them losing him for nothing. Yeah. I thought I was going to have another Zach Hyman situation on my hand, but now not only do I not have a Zach Hyman situation on my hand, I have the longest active tenured Leaf staying on for his entire career, probably. Because by the time that contract's up, it's going to be the end of his prime, and he's either going to take contract with the Leafs or retire, or if he hasn't won a cup yet, God, he'll probably go ring chase, but I hope that we win a cup by then.
Oh, he's going to go ring chase.
Anyways, so... Well, you got something else for that contract? Because I'm going to go full-on Leaf here.
No, I just said he was going to go cup chasing after the contract. But
yeah, okay.
No, going.
So the Leafs, as I said, that last Wednesday or Tuesday we were recording, that on Wednesday we played Chicago, and we're probably going to lose that game. Mm-hmm. The first 2 periods of that game were absolutely atrocious by the Leafs. We were down 2-0. We go into the third. Now, the Leafs ended up coming back and winning this game in OT 3-2, but that's not the story. The story is not the comeback. The story is what was said in the locker room. The Leafs have snapped. The players, everyone, it's over. They came out and said, let's stop feeling sorry about ourselves. The past is the past. We have to prove that we are good at hockey and win fucking games. And that's what they went out and did. They're like, we're way better than this team. There's no way we're going to lose. And they came out and they proved that they weren't going to lose, and they beat Chicago 3-2 in OT. We went to the next game. The Leafs ended up playing Detroit. Peter Mrazek was starting this game. The Leafs ended up winning 5-4. Now, it wasn't pretty. The Leafs went up, I think, like 5-2 or 5-3, and they let them come back at the end of the game, but Mrazek was in net. It was a decent showing for him. I mean, I think he faced, 31 shots. He only stopped 27 of them. It is what it is. But Mitch Marner finally got his first goal, which also makes me believe that the Leafs have snapped. Now, it wasn't a very good goal. It was kind of just greasy. Like, I'm pretty sure I watched it. Grice was behind the net and he tried to outlet pass it, and Marner kind of just stuck his stick in there and it bounced off his stick and went into the net. You'll take him how you can get him. They never ask how, they ask how many. So it's just Marner, I think, has figured it out. Tavares looked really, really good on Thursday or on Sunday. Saturday. And on Wednesday he looked great too. So I honestly think that they're starting to turn it around. It's, there's going to be some, I hate to say it, there's growing pains being a Leafs fan all the time, but I do think the Leafs are probably going to go on a little bit of a run here. Tonight we're going up against Vegas, and Vegas has also been kind of struggling out of the gate. So, I don't know. I think that we could win this game. What?
Yeah, you guys are going to do a bit of a gauntlet. We got the Knights, Lightning in the next 3 games.
Yeah, so
you're going to step up. Good time to do it.
Oh yeah, Knights, Lightning, Bruins, and then we have the Kings.
Yep.
We got a decent string of games coming up here, but it's these next 3, Vegas, Lightning, and Bruins, are really gonna show me what this team is made of this year and what I'm actually cheering for. Because if the Leafs are going to be good and they're going to compete for this division, they don't necessarily have to win all 6 points here. I will be satisfied with 3 points. I'd be satisfied with 4 points. I just need more than 2. Because if they go out here and they win one of these games, like if it's the Vegas game, that's not good enough. I want them to beat Tampa or Boston. You got to beat one of those 2 teams. Vegas tonight should be a pretty not easy. No wins easy, but the Leafs should come out flying tonight because they're pent up, man. The last 2 games they have 8 goals. They're coming. They're back. They're ready, and they're hungry. And these Leafs aren't feeling sorry about themselves anymore. They're ready to go out there and kick ass and take names. Are
they adding names?
Not yet. You know who's a name? You know who's a name that got a. You know who's a name I've been thinking about?
Who?
Cole Caulfield.
Oh yeah. You're just throwing it to this, huh? Just throwing it to me. All right. Time for me to start fucking yelling. What the fuck is this team? Like, I've been a firm believer. I have trusted Dominic Storm. I thought they'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. They'll do it. Mm-hmm. I was like, we made the cup final, give him a summer, see what he can do. Yeah. Oh, buddy. What he can do? Nothing. Our power play, our penalty kill, 30th. Yeah. 30th or worse for both of them.
That is bad.
Our lines have not been consistent. Our lines tonight at practice from practice yesterday. Yeah. Toffoli, Suzuki, Jacob.
Okay.
Hoffman.
Yeah.
Jonathan Drouin center. Josh Anderson. Okay. Drouin Anderson. Sure. Drouin center though. With Hoffman.
Technically,
30 times.
Technically, Drouin did come into the league as a center because he was playing center on the Mooseheads.
It didn't work.
Wow.
We tried it. It didn't work. This man's not a center. His defensive game has gotten better. I grant you that. Mm-hmm. It is not good enough. Him, Hoffman, Anderson were going to get scored on every fucking time they touch the ice. Third line, Lehkonen, Dvorak, Armia. Like, this would be a good line. This would be maybe. All our defensive players. But hey, defensive, why not? And then Pizzetta, Brooks, and Paquette. Paquette's fucking suspended. Why is he practicing?
Hey, Brooks is out there? Nice.
Yeah, Adam Brooks. He might actually play a game.
I love Brooksy.
Here's our defense, though. Romanov, Sherratt, Kulak, Savard, Niku, Weidman. Norlinder 6-7. I didn't even realize Norlinder was still in this.
Ethan either has something to say or he's pointing at his nameplate.
Sorry. Ethan, go ahead.
No. Just to raise more dirt in the moon here. What is it exactly that you gave up for Dvorak?
First and a third. First was the better of our pick or Arizona's, but it's top 10 protected. So,
oh yeah,
at
this rate, with Ryan's luck, they're gonna finish like with the 11th pick or something, and he's gonna be like, "Bro, this is so dumb."
Yeah,
I just want to say
the 11th pick, and I'm gonna cry.
Ryan, here's the thing, right? I don't even think you guys' goal scoring is your biggest issue right now. In the past 2 games, you guys have let out 9 goals. Your past 4 games, you have let in 14, and you've only scored 5, 7, 9. So, like, you guys are letting in way too many goals.
There is the point of I will get to why our defense sucks. I'll get to that. The last 4 games, it's been the Western road trip. We always do bad in the Western road trip. We won in San Jose, which is a miracle. But we're back home now, so we'll see. Who knows? Maybe this is the reset we needed. Probably isn't.
Ryan, real quick, can I say one thing?
But you have to remember. But here's the thing. Yeah.
How about them Ducks? Let's go!
Whatever. But yeah, we're missing Brendan Gallagher, who's out, injured.
Yep.
He's game time to 7. Jeff Petrie, game time to 7.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if Fowler didn't play.
Okay.
We're also missing Joel Edmondson, who's our second best defenseman. And we're also missing Carey Price. Shocking. A team without a superstar isn't performing well, and we're just now seeing how much Carey Price really bailed this team.
He always does. What do you mean? I don't know why you
He
thought.
always did, and everybody understood that.
I understood
Nobody
that.
understood how much he bailed this team out in the last 15 years. Last 10, 15 years. This guy has been the only reason we've been a contender.
I would like to submit a complaint. I do. I watched him in the fucking playoffs last year.
Playoff time, you start to realize what Carey Price is actually capable of.
Yeah.
People give him shit that his numbers aren't so great for the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault. This man doesn't get help. It's just him. And then yeah. Gallagher's out. Yeah, playoffs are weird. I don't know. Cole Caulfield obviously doesn't in the AHL. Only because why the fuck would you have him on this team? Let him go down the AHL, win the Calder Cup with the Laval Rocket, get some confidence, let him develop a little bit more playing against men. I mean,
so you're already
like
you as a Habs fan have already committed to just punting on this year 10 games in.
Yeah, Shane Wright.
Really?
Pain for Shane, baby.
But
Cole Caulfield. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
5,
am
6,
I am
7,
shocked. Really?
8 in the league in zone entries leading the score.
Yeah.
Guys ahead of him: Carr McDavid, Stutzel, Goudreau, Barzell, Point. Like, good players are ahead of him.
You're serious? You're punting on this season already? Like you're done?
You can't make the playoffs in October, but you can sure as fuck miss them. And guess what? We've missed them.
Well, do you want to know what the main, like, Ryan, the main thing about your team that I'm going to point out is you guys have had the most goals in the league behind the Ducks scored on you guys. Oh, and Blackhawks and Coyotes. You guys are fourth worst for goals scored on you in this league right now. And that is not winning hockey when you're in the, I think you're probably bottom 10 goals for. But I mean, I asked you this last episode and the episode before. Is Dominic Ducharme going to keep his job this year?
I've been a starch believer in Dominic Ducharme.
I know.
I absolutely believe this guy could have been the answer.
Mm-hmm.
He isn't.
How long does this
I hate to admit it, but he isn't the answer.
How long does this losing streak have to go that you're on right now? You're on a 2-game losing streak. How long does the losing streak go before they can him?
That's the issue. I think he's the issue. I think he's the problem. Get rid of him, get a new coach in here. This team could work. Get a different offensive-minded coach with a good system. This team could work. The problem is we're not going to fire him.
Is Bruce Boudreau still available? I don't think he's a French Canadian, but he's a great coach, and I wanted him before we hired Keefe. I was hoping that we were just going to transition to Bruce Boudreau.
He is available.
Yeah, great coach. Great playoff coach, too. What do you think?
Who is that?
Bruce, what did I say? Bruce? Yeah. Bruce Boudreau.
Bruce Boudreau.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's the answer.
Well, he's also not a French Canadian. Who'd you have in mind?
Oh, you know who would have been great?
Oh.
Evan Bouchard. Oh, wait, he went to the fucking Ducks because we decided to promote Ducharme. Which, admittedly, at the time, was probably the right answer, but we lost.
I mean, it happened to the
great
Leafs.
AHL coach.
We lost DJ Smith because we hired Keefe and not DJ, and now DJ Smith is the coach of the Sens, and I have to play him all the time.
Yeah. Let's see who's available. NHL coaches. Top rising candidates according to ESPN from May of year. Lane Lambert, New Calendars assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
The ZCS is Lions head coach. Lehman. Kirk Muller's on the list. No. Oh god. Oh no. Patrick Waugh.
I'm bringing him back. You know he's gonna make the playoffs in at least the first year. He'll make the playoffs, Ryan. You know that he did it in Colorado, and then they absolutely trashed the bed the next year. Like,
I'm
Bring
terrified
back
that
Wayne
he could.
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Glensky.
No, he can stay on
Have we-
TNT.
Have we talked about that?
Luke Robitaille.
Real quick,
Louis Robitaille, sorry.
have we talked? Have we talked about Wayne Gretzky on TNT?
I don't think we have, but
I love it.
I haven't seen much.
I love it.
Canadian.
He's doing great.
Yeah, it seemed to
He's
work.
actually doing great. It's great. I love it. I love the NHL and TNT so far. It's great. They brought Charles Barkley on to shoot. Wayne Gretzky shot pucks on him. It was great. It was amazing.
Gretzky still got it, man.
Yeah, he still got it, man. I gotta give him credit. He was picking his shots. He was picking his spots. I didn't think he could lift the puck after what I saw in, like, you know, highlights from the 80s. Looked like he couldn't get the puck off the ground, but now he's picking his spots.
Because just now.
He shit talks on TNT too. He's like, I'm better than everybody.
You're Wayne Gretzky.
I broke
Paul
records.
Bissonnette?
I love how Paul Bissonnette's on there. Paul Bissonnette will he'll try to chirp Gretzky, and Gretzky will be like, you know I have records, right? He's like, what have you done?
Like, the most minutes you ever played in one night was 2. Like, come on, man.
And that's because your fight.
You know?
That's because your fight. You took the guy a minute and a half to start fighting you.
It's funny how they got it lined up. It's like all these absolute NHL dusters, and then you just got Wayne Gretzky there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's great. I love it.
It's so funny.
I love it.
It's so funny. It's like having a talk show with like Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
And just a bunch of fourth liners.
Ryan, the way that you're sitting over there makes me think that you either found out the coach or you understand how dire your situation is.
I'm looking at the list of coaches.
Which one of
we
those?
Could hire the Swiss national head team.
Could you? Is he French? Is he France?
No, he's very much Swiss. But he's the head coach of the ZCS Lions.
Oh, the team that Matthews played for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lane Lambert's New England Islanders coach.
I mean, Ryan. The problem is
Barella.
you can throw these names out, but none of them speak French, and you guys are too cheap for some reason. Or there's some. I still don't understand why you guys don't just hire someone who speaks English and hire a damn translator. Like, it cannot be that expensive.
It's not a matter of money, Josh. It's a matter of fucking
principle.
Some stupid.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like most of those guys who are on that team that speak French also speak English. Like, we grew up in Canada. Unless they literally grew up in Quebec and they just didn't pay attention or anything, they can speak English. Like, why would you not learn English if you live in Canada? Because like English is the most spoken language here. There are 2 provinces where speaking French is like, okay, we understand you, and it's New Brunswick and the Quebecois.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. It's such a dumb principle to me. There are so many better coaches out there that you guys could hire, but you don't.
I know.
Because it needs to be a France Canadien.
I know. Like, the Quebec government
This
gives
guy.
bad shit if we don't.
Which is stupid. Tell him to bugger off. Like, that's just atrocious, man.
I get why we do it. It's a matter of history. It's a matter of principle. Like, this team stood for the French Canadians through all of history.
What about the Quebec Nordique?
Who gives a shit about that?
I do.
I really do. I think of the next team for real.
Yeah, but do you want to know? Do you want to know why I care about the Nordiques in Quebec City?
Why?
Think about how close Quebec City is. Think about how many games we could go and watch, Ryan and Ethan. Think about it, boys. If Vancouver ever played Le Nordiques, that's like a 6-hour, 7-hour drive. Like, we could do that in a day.
Huge value.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Dude, think about if like there was. Think about a back-to-back weekend where it's like Montreal, Toronto versus the Nordiques in Quebec City. Oh, boys.
Like what? You're right, but Montreal's only 2 hours.
Wow, yeah, but think about the gas mileage you're saving. That's 2 hours that you don't have to pay for gas, Ryan. Think about the better meal you could get, or the better seats you could get for saving that money. You know how expensive gas is right now, Ryan? 2 hours, like half a tank of gas.
I do.
That's like a full tank of gas.
I mean, for the record, Boston's only an extra half hour.
Yeah, but then we gotta cross the border and deal with the American border patrol.
Doesn't matter. Getting back to the Habs. Yeah, I think a new coach. More importantly.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair point.
I actually kind of want to see a game in in the TD Garden because, like, man, there's a lot. As much as I hate it, there's a lot of history there.
Yeah.
Like,
but forget going to NHL games. The Montreal Canadiens. We need a new head coach. We need a new GM.
Mm-hmm.
In
the
9 years that Marc Bergevin has been head coach, has been the GM of the Montreal Canadiens, we have drafted almost no players that are of any value. Tonight, assuming Brendan Gallagher does not play, there will be 2 players that the Montreal Canadiens have drafted that will be playing. And for the record, there would only be 6 on the entire starting roster if everyone were healthy and called up correctly. Cole Caulfield is in the AHL, he would be one. Romanov's not playing tonight, he's scratched, so he'd be one. Carey Price would be one, but he's injured, so is Gallagher. So that's 4 other guys. The 2 tonight, I believe, are Michael Bezzetta, who will be playing his first NHL game, and Arturi Lekkinen. And I think Evans as well. Yeah, so 3. Yep. 3 guys that we drafted that we playing. So 7 on the entire team if they're all healthy. Actually, no, only 6 because Bezzetta wouldn't be playing something. And Belize might be, and I don't think he was in Habs pick. Alex Belzile, who was undrafted. Yeah. Figures. Yeah, no. So a healthy line of 6 players that have been drafted by Marc Bergevin who would be an impact, who would be playing for this team. And half of them wouldn't be even impact players. And actually, now that I mentioned it, Carey Price wasn't drafted by Marc Bergevin. I don't think Gallagher was either.
Gallagher might have because he was drafted in 2010. Really?
He was picked around 2010. Yeah.
I thought he was a 2013 pick.
Nope.
I thought he was still a young boy. He's becoming an old man.
Sir.
God, it is crazy to see, like, you know, stars that we watched growing up that are like coming to retirement age. It's like, wow, where did the time go?
I know, like looking at Ovechkin, you know, you're looking at Crosby, like it's weird, man.
Like the Duncan Keiths, the even Taves, for God's sakes, Tavares, Stammer, like. Patrice Bergeron, Marchand, any of those, like Brent Burns, Erik Karlsson, Jason fucking Spezza.
In my opinion, that's the Leafs' best player.
You know, I'll give you that for the first 7 games of the year, he was. Ryan, what's going on?
Maybe old, but he's still.
Ryan, I have a question.
Yeah, 4 players that Marc Bergevin has drafted that have played, who currently play for the team, or would be if Cole Caulfield was up and everybody was up.
Do you need a hug?
Yes. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like Marc Bergevin has made some great trades. Don't get me wrong, but he is not the answer for the future of this team.
Huh.
Yeah, that trade was really good.
You got any French Canadians in mind?
For GM position? For a job as GM?
Yeah. I think he's looking it up.
believe.
Did you hear my comment?
I did not. What's your comment?
You were saying Bruce Rand made a lot of great trades. I said, yeah, that Sergachev trade was really good.
That's the one that it just wasn't there. I'll be honest.
What, the PK Subban Weber trade?
Yeah, we won that trade.
Sergachev.
Oh yeah, okay, that one was bad. The Sergachev trade was bad. Man, want to give up a 21-year-old defenseman, right-handed defenseman with super high upside for nothing? Sure.
Or centerman.
What? Who? Oh yeah, it was Drew Ann, wasn't it? That's tough.
Yeah. You know who we could bring back? Somebody who'd want to do it?
Who?
Bob Gainey.
I don't even know who Bob Gain is.
Bob Gainey?
I don't know. Who?
Dude. One of the greatest Montreal Canadiens players. Part of our 70s and 80s. Plays for the 70s and 80s, 70s dynasty.
Oh, that's why Ryan loves reliving the past.
5-time Stanley Cup champion. 4-time Selke winner. 1-time Conn Smythe winner. Hall of Fame player.
Mm-hmm.
His jersey has been retired by the Habs. Ranked 86 on the Hockey's 100 greatest hockey players in '98.
Ethan, did you have any idea who that guy was before you started reading stats? Because I didn't.
It doesn't matter because I would have been better put my bum name, you know.
You're bumming
For the
me.
record, while he was GM, I'm just going to count up players that were like good for us.
Yeah.
Make sure I have the dates right. May 2003, so yeah, that would be. It's 1, 2.
We lose Ryan.
7. I'm still here.
Oh, sorry, he wasn't moving. I thought we had lost him.
7.
Oh wait.
7 high impact players for the Montreal Canadiens that he acquired through the draft. Andre Kostitsyn, Yaroslav Halak,
Okay.
Carey Price, who everybody thought he was crazy to take at 5. Look at him now. Look at me now, boys. He was also with GM in 2007 when we drafted McDonough, Pacioretty, Subban, Weber.
But I mean, I want to point this out. Ultimately, while the GM has the final say in who they draft, it's not necessarily who he picks.
Right.
He could be getting fed bad information. It could be your scouting department is the reason that you guys are not drafting high impact guys.
The other guy that needs to fucking go is Trevor Timmins. Get him gone.
Is that your
Fuck
head
that
scout?
guy.
Head of the scouting department?
He was the head scout for a long time. He's the assistant GM. He needs to go to.
So
He was just head of scouting. We didn't draft anybody good.
So, Ryan, not only you not only want to punt on the year completely, but you also want to completely clean house right now. Everybody out. Everybody. All the coaching staff, all the scouting department, everybody get out.
Clean house right now. If they can bring it back, good for them. If not, fuck it.
Fair enough. Yeah, also we should give Ethan a chance to talk about Vancouver because I'm sure he has some interesting takes on the Canucks because they've been playing like pretty bad.
Yeah, going to yeah.
What do you got, Ethan?
I'm going back for a bit because Ryan's talking about the Canadians are. Here I am. Just thinking, wow. You know who else is shit?
Who?
Well, look at him. They play in the Pacific Division.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the 7 Canadian teams.
Mm.
They start with a van.
Oh my god, is he talking about the Vancouver Bads?
pretty accurate. Okay. It's my issue.
Yep.
Okay.
Is Ethan going in and out for you too, or just me?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay. Trevor Green. I like him,
Yep.
but the style of coaching is defensive.
Okay.
It worked great when we didn't have Connor Garland, Ulrich Larson, JT Miller.
Yep.
We have lost 3 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 games have been 1-goal games. 3-2 versus the Wild, 2-1 versus the Flyers, and 2-1 versus the Oilers.
You can't blame Demko for those. Or Halak, for that matter.
Has been an absolute beautiful man, as he always is.
You guys aren't playing DPS
And for the
shows,
first
Blackhawks?
time... No, he's garbage. No, I'm just kidding. For the first time in a long time, the Canucks defense is playing good.
Yeah.
Tyler Myers isn't an idiot for the first time since the signing.
Hold on. Let me get this right. Ethan, did you just say that Tyler Myers isn't a total pylon? Did you just say something nice about Tyler Myers?
Not this season. This season, he's been pretty good. I cannot complain. I mean,
wow.
he's not. He is not worth his money. He is not worth his money. I would rather pay $2 million for a pylon than $6 million for a Tyler Myers. However, he's playing better.
I love how you switch that up. You're just like,
Not-
however.
He's not playing. It's hard, man. I just like I want to hit my head up against a wall over and over and over.
Dude, that's
again.
sounds like
Because-
the pain of being a Leafs fan.
We have good offense, but we're not scoring.
About to say, do you? Because I'm looking at your stats right now, and they're kind of like
You're hilarious.
it's JT Miller, Connor Garland, and Bo Horvat, and Quentin Hughes all have 6.
Yeah.
Right, and they have over
Yeah.
6. Then it's Pedersen at 4, then Chason at 3, Besser at 3, Tanev at 3, Myers at 3, and Hoglander at 3, and then it just tapers off. Pod Colson only has 1 goal. I'm surprised now Hoglander is still on this team. I figured they would have sent him down by now. He has 0 goals, 3 assists in 9 games. I guess he's +2. Fair enough.
Leave Nils Poglander alone, all right?
I have my fantasy team, okay? I want him to do good. I'm more worried
Just give
about
him a chance.
I'm more worried about
Will.
this. I'm more worried about Pedersen because they gave him much money and he only has 4 points in 9 games.
No. No. Okay. Yes, he only has 4 points in 9 games. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a tough start.
Yeah.
However, it is only 9 games. I think I will still be a 70 to 80 point player.
Here's the
I
thing.
also had.
No, finish.
Okay. It's just, man. I was on this. Okay. I mean, Christ, we lost to Buffalo for like.
Buffalo's
Okay,
good now.
and-
Happens.
Yeah, no.
Happens. Don't worry about Buffalo.
Whatever. Okay. Anyways, it sucks because whenever one part of the team is doing great,
Yep.
the other one sucks. It's never a whole team that's playing great. It's always the offense is playing really good, but the defense sucks. Or it's always the defense is playing really good, but the offense sucks. There's no mix. And that's the thing with Trevor Green. Travis. Oh my god, I kept calling him Trevor. Travis Green. I'm supposed to be a Canucks fan. Hello? He's a defensive style coach.
Yeah.
And when we get in this shutdown this shutdown style of hockey, I almost said phase. We don't score. But when he transitions more so offensively, we do score, but we win those games, or we lose those games, 4-3.
Look at
5-4, blah, blah, blah,
I think some of your main problems come from like stats like this. JT Miller has 9 points, and he still manages to be a -1. But your best plus player is Connor Garland, who has 8 points and is +4. So, and it also doesn't look like you guys are
line.
Yeah, I know. So your first line's getting scored on a lot, and you guys doesn't look like you're putting up that much. Oh, well, maybe you guys aren't scoring that much on the power play. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You have 6 power play goals so far this year. So it's not great. The other thing I was trying to say is I'm not letting you get away for free. You put me and Ryan against each other, I'll fake being a Calgary fan just to fucking play devil's advocate against you.
You can't even go there.
Oh, I know. Well, it's just like it's stats like Besser's shooting percentage right now is 12%. That's like, isn't he supposed to be like the goal scorer on this team?
Yes and no.
Like Bo Horvat's shooting percentage is 20% right now. The guy has 4 goals.
I mean, it's just 6 late cracks. It's just built different.
Who is Bo Horvat?
Horvat, I love that man to bits and pieces.
You know who's actually built different? You know what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Moncton Wildcat legend Connor Garland.
Whoa, Connor Garland.
I thought you were gonna say Jake Martin. I was gonna.
Oh wow, no, I actually love the way Connor Garland's been playing.
Jake Marsham is built different.
Shut up,
or Ethan.
What do you mean? Is he playing good now? I thought he was bad.
Buddy.
I'm going.
Kills me to say, but he's playing good. He's playing.
I'm
really
going
good.
to look.
In fact, he's playing top 5 caliber.
Don't
a lot.
Don't you dare bring up top 5 caliber goalies to me anymore. I don't want to hear it.
He is, Josh.
No way.
He was one of the 3 stars of the
yeah, but you want to know who? Guess who one of the other stars was? Frederick Anderson. You want to know why? Because the dude is 7-0.
Sorry, he was last week. My bad.
7-0.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Where's this guy's stats? Markstrom. 6 games, 4-1-1. Goals against of 1.133 and a save percentage of 957. That's not bad. His save percentage is really high. You guys their backup though? I don't know how the hell he's winning games. 2 games, 2 wins. Goals against of just under 3 and a save percentage of 891. That is bad. Are they scoring goals again? Johnny Gaudreau's 11 points? What? I thought that was illegal.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I don't know what you're.
Yeah. Cool.
Jake Marsham, one of the 3 stars of the week.
No, fair enough.
Ethan, I'm sorry, but like, I, goddamn man.
It's not against the season. We are currently 3-5-1.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, you guys aren't gonna punt on the season yet. The season for you guys is still super obtainable, Ethan. And here's the reason. Here's my reasoning behind this. Is because unlike Montreal Canadiens, you guys are stopping pucks. Like, you guys may not be scoring as many goals, but your goal difference is way better than Montreal. Like, Ryan's actually probably right that he should punt on the season because their goal difference right now is -15. Vancouver's goal difference is only -3. Ryan, you're not even the worst team goal difference-wise in the league. Chicago's got -16, and the Coyotes have -26, so imagine being a Coyotes fan.
I don't want to be lumped in with them.
It's sad, but
There's
Ryan...
Coyote fans? Come on, man.
All 3 of them.
Yo, is that the trivia question? Are
Oh
Coyote
my-
fans?
Okay, well, that was a good one. Austin Matthews is a Coyotes
Yeah,
fan, so he's the one.
All right. Ethan, did you have anything else to say on Vancouver?
Oh, yeah, I do. Brad Hutton is the new Tyler Myers. He sucks terribly.
You're right.
Ethan, hold on. Ethan, do you have anything good to say about Vancouver, other than the Tyler Myers thing?
I love Connor.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question, Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, what's one positive thing you can say about the Leafs right
With the Leafs,
now? Yeah.
they snapped. They're over.
Snapped?
They're done. Marner's got his first goal of the year. Tavares is playing on fire. All I need is for Matthews to score 1 goal tonight, and I'm like, okay, we're back. We're good. If the Leafs win this game tonight and Matthews scores a goal, and by God, Marner scores a goal again, I'm gonna be like, okay, we're good. The other the only thing I will say this that scares me about the Leafs still is Jake Muzzin had 2 points the other night against Detroit, and he's still -7.
Yeah.
Jake Muzzin's plus-minus and the plus-minus on the Leafs in general, frankly, scares the shit out of me. It's coming down, but like Michael Bunting's -5, Comp's -5, Matthews is -4, Cassay's -4. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 guys who are plus players on this team right now, which is more than it was last week, because I remember last week there was only 2 guys, I think, or 1 guy.
Okay.
So Kerfoot's now
So slump
+3, Morgan Riley's +2, Michael Amadio, who doesn't even play here anymore, is +1, and Travis Dermott's +1. So guess where Michael Amadio is going? Funny story, actually, is he's on Vegas, and he's probably gonna play tonight.
Oh, great. Nice. Get fucked.
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Well, Josh, can we get a time check?
Yeah, we're at 57.
All right. All right. So unless you guys have anything else to say, I'm just gonna bring up a few quick things.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll work on getting my trivia.
Okay. The IIHF has they had a meeting, and to be clear, the IIHF is not going to remove the Chinese team from the Olympic Games. The rest of that team was confirmed by Congress and remains unchanged.
That was a
They're
conversation
just going
that
to
they had.
Yeah, they're just going to looking into it, just to confirm that their players aren't eligible by IIHF. IIHF, of course, runs the Olympic tournament. So they're going to be scheduling. They're going to be looking at games on 15th and 17th of November of Kunlun Red Star, who will be the team of China's team at the Olympics. So they're going to be looking at those, making sure those players are eligible. They chose some players with Chinese ancestry, so didn't necessarily grow up in China, but are Chinese by ethnicity, I guess. So we're excited to see. Hopefully that works out. That works out. Ideally, they can't put those players out, and they actually have to choose guys who grew up in China. In which case, good God, we will destroy them 100-0. It's going to be amazing. Whereas as right now,
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, as of right now, it might only be like 50-0 blowout. Really, put like actual Chinese guys on that team. Fucking every time, it'd be great. And I, for one, am of the opinion that Canada, US, and everybody else in our group, whoever else is in our group, should not let up on them at all. Go in, just fucking obliterate them. Absolutely no sense. Other quick thing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'll just say,
Okay.
no sympathy. This guy's ruthless.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck China. Other piece of news, Adam Fox, who, according to JFresh, has been playing better than he has last year. He just signed an extension.
Yeah, he is playing better. His underlying numbers and his stats are way better.
Yeah. Somehow, they went from 99 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Fox, 7 years, $9.5 million. That's some Seth Jones money right there.
Except, that's worth it.
Yeah. Same as Charlie McAvoy, except 1 year shorter.
So you mentioned Adam Fox, and it just made me think of Tony D'Angelo, Carolina.
Yep.
Has been playing immaculate.
Of course he has.
9.9 games.
Yeah.
2 goals and 7 assists. That's unbelievable.
Carolina, man.
I hope that Tony D'Angelo stays out of trouble and really flies into that high-end prospect that he was supposed to be.
Yeah. I
hate
hope for the best.
seeing
I hope the
high-end
best. I hope that,
prospects.
yeah. Go ahead.
I just hate seeing high-end prospects not fill out to their potential. Because in hockey, you want to be excited every game. You know, you want to see the superstar, just the best of the best play against each other. It just sucks when this hyped up prospect doesn't do as good as you thought he was going to do.
Doesn't go as well as he
honestly,
do, or in D'Angelo's case, he's just an asshole and almost gets kicked out of the league. But I mean, hopefully, stays out of trouble, cleans up his act. You never want to see a guy be a dick forever.
Absolutely, I really hope that everything works out for him, and I mean, it's gone great so far.
Yeah,
he's been given chances left, right, and center, so
yeah, just hopefully keeps that clean. Ideally, apologizes for what he did in New York, but
right.
Speaking of New York, I'm wondering how are the Rangers doing so far?
I think the Rangers are doing pretty all right. 5-2-1. I remember.
Yeah, so I mean,
the set.
Yeah. Carolina's doing good, but I mean, if you're in New York, probably not missing pretty much.
Right. I mean, good for New York. I'd love to see them do well. Obviously not tonight. Go Canucks. But yeah, no, it's New York's a young, exciting team. I'd love to see them do well. I love a lot of the Ranger players. So. I wanted to say that.
Only other piece of news that I have: Carey Price is to exit the player assistance program on November 6th. That'll be 30 days in the program. So we don't know when he'll return to the team, but November 6th to be out of the program. So hopefully relatively soon. I mean, on this season, take as much time as you can carry. You deserve it.
Absolutely. I hope all is well for Carey Price. One of my favorite goaltenders of all time.
Yeah.
Trivia's ready whenever you guys are.
I'm a
man.
Perfect. Carey Price, probably one of my favorite goaltenders of all time. I love him.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if I have no idea if you guys are going to get this or not. I have 2 questions today. The first one's going to be what I believe is the harder out of the 2. Again, like I did last week, I'm going to get you both to write down. I'll give you 3 chances at the first one. So, you get 3 choices. Write them both down. I'm going to ask you both who your choices are separately, and then I'll tell you if either of you got it right.
Okay.
So, the first question. Which NHL goalie has scored the most career points?
Most points?
Most points.
Oh no.
How many chances did you get? How many answers did you get, you said?
I'll give you 3, and I'll tell you this. The guy who is leading has 1 more than the next 2 guys. 2 guys are tied for second. If you get any of them, I might just get. I'll credit you. I'll pat you on the back. But I'll be honest with you. I don't think either of you are gonna get this one. The trivia master might have stumped both these guys. The next one I think might be a little easier.
I've looked at the stat. I've looked at the stat.
I have to, and it's gonna bother me because I don't know. I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm right on this.
I got 2 names and a third.
I'll give you a bonus one. Okay.
Okay.
This will be a bonus point if you can get this one right. The goalie that not only has the most points, but just the one that has scored the most goals. I don't think you'll get that one either.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I don't think it's that surprising. That obvious. Or that, like, not obvious. Third guy.
You guys got 3 yet?
Who scored the most goals? As a goalie, I'm stumped.
Do you guys have a couple guesses at least?
I'm just gonna write that, and I know it's wrong. All right, I got 3 names.
Ethan, do you got 3?
I do.
All right, Ethan, list me off your 3 names.
Okay, this is for points?
Yeah, we'll do points first. I'll ask you guys the goal one after.
Who?
Patrick Waugh, Grant Fuhrer.
Okay, I think you said Brodeur, Grant Fuhrer, and Patrick Waugh.
Yes.
Okay, Ryan?
I said Martin Brodeur, Dave Hextall, and Glenn Hall.
So, both of you didn't get it right. Ethan actually got the top 2. He got 3. He got the 3. Jesus Christ. He got 2 out of the top 3 guys. So, the NHL goalie point leader's name is Tom Brasaro. He has 48 points, followed by Martin Brodeur and Grant Fuhrer, who are tied with 47. And then Ethan also said Patrick Waugh, who is in 3rd place, with 45.
Okay. Wow.
Way to go. Oh my god, blow me.
So
I said Martin.
Now, neither of you are gonna get the goal one. I'll give you one shot. I'll give you one answer. You're not gonna get it. Say it.
Just as a hint. Just not as my guess, but the fact that you're saying I'm not gonna get it. I thought it was Martin Brodeur.
Is that your answer?
Oh, he's not being nice, Ryan.
I'm sticking with it. It's Martin Brodeur.
Ethan?
I don't know, man. I'm stumped.
All right. Well, Ryan, Martin Brodeur. What? Go ahead.
I want to say Martin Brodeur, but I know that's not right.
All right, so
feel not right.
Martin Brodeur has 2. He is not the leader. The leader played 4 NHL games and scored 3 goals. His name is Charlie Conacher. He was born in 1909.
Hold on.
Wow.
He played 4 NHL games and scored 3 goals.
Here's a slight problem with that, Josh. I assume you're looking at Quant Hockey as well as so I looked it up. Fair second.
Yeah.
Charlie Conacher was not just a goaltender.
Yeah, he was also a forward. I just noticed that, but those points must have came when he was in the net.
This was also in the 1930s.
Yes.
I'm not sure how accurate that is.
I mean, Will Chamberlain.
It is what it is.
Will Chamberlain supposedly scored 100 points in 1 game, but I mean, I can give you the second question if you want.
Okay.
On to the second question. Both of you should probably get this. Now, the record for most points recorded in 1 hockey game is 10. Who holds the record?
I know who it is.
Daryl Silver.
Yeah, Daryl Silver.
Correct. Can you guys tell me the year?
Oh, fuck.
70.
Was it
This separates the men from the boys.
72.
74.
I'll give you guys
67.
I'll give you guys one more shot. I'll give you each one more answer.
Come on, man. I don't know.
I'll say 67 because it's the Leafs. Why? That was the last time they were good, right? But I know it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say 67. They also didn't play in the 60s.
We're 76.
Ryan, I'll give you one shot.
79.
Ethan, I don't know how the fuck you got that, but you're right. It was 1976.
Bravo.
Holy shoot, man. That is impressive.
Oh,
that
man.
is impressive. I'll
Okay.
give you that one. Yeah, so, yeah, wow. Okay, so both you guys got the first question wrong. I might give Ethan half a point because he got that other one right. You both got the Daryl Sittler question right, though. I was like, this one's gonna be way easier than the other one. So, but yeah, no, that's
I would say I'm losing 1.5 to 1 right now.
Yeah, I would say probably so. The Trivia Master, is at 1. I am at 1 because I did stump you both with the first one. So the Trivia Master now has 1 point. So that's Josh's trivia corner for the day. I'm just gonna quickly check hockey Twitter and see if anyone is trending for some dumb reason.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Even the point, man. The points.
Yep.
I thought it was rare.
I'm still checking on that goaltender goal. I'm still checking on the goaltending goals. I don't believe it. I'm looking for an official stat.
Okay, no, that was still from a while ago. That's all soccer. I will say that Kevin Cheveldayoff is trending, and there's a big old tweet that came out today about his involvement not only in the hold on, I'm just gonna pull the article back up so I get the name right. It came out and it was about Beach and Aluz. I think it's how you pronounce the guy's name. Stories during his time with the Blackhawks. So apparently, Cheveldayoff. There's a lot of things that could still be unraveled here. What's up, Ryan?
I don't want to take away from what you just said, but for the record, NHL.com, the records section has Mark Amberter with 2 and does not list the other guy.
Okay.
For the record.
For the record, you both couldn't get the first question right, so.
I mean, we both
That's
got
fair.
Mark Amberter, who was 1 point behind.
Yes, but Ethan also got the other 3.
Ethan absolutely did better. Ethan absolutely did better.
And I did better than the both of you.
I'm actually proud of myself. Ron Axel's not too far down. Glenn
Fair
Hall,
enough.
where have you seen?
Yeah, that might have been a tough guess, but
That was the third one. I was just like, I'm throwing stuff.
all right. One of you.
I thought to myself, I'm like, Griff, you're played like as he was playing.
Yeah.
He had to have had a 30-point season.
Yeah. Well, I'd say we're pretty good to wrap here. I don't know if you guys got anything else or.
Nope, I'm all good.
Well,
Sure.
yeah, we
I'm
discussed
all good.
a lot of important topics at the show today, and then we kind of broke it up into other sections. Josh is excited with the Leafs. Ryan believes that everyone on the Habs should be fired and thrown away. Ethan kind of believes Ethan believes somewhat of the same thing for his front office, and that who was the guy? Brad Hunt, was that the guy?
Hunt.
Yeah, Brad Hunt is a pylon according to Ethan, and we learned that Josh is the trivia master apparently. So,
All right.
together. So, guys, thank you for watching this. If you guys are on YouTube and you guys liked it, consider giving us a like. If you guys really liked it, considering subscribing. Please share this with anyone that you guys think is a hockey fan. On YouTube, we are Off the Boards. On Spotify, we are also Off the Boards. And on Twitter, we are OTBS Hockey Pod. I've been Josh, that has been Ethan, and that has been Ryan. And together, we have been Off the Boards. Have a good week, guys.